Hello, everybody. Welcome to Game Changers episode number 12. My name is Quinn Sajis, and it's a pleasure to be here with you as always. Today's episode is a game changing episode. Yes, you heard right, a game changing episode. This is the first episode that we are featuring somebody from outside of the Caribbean region. His name is Tulgat Vandandorj. He hails from the beautiful country of Mongolia and has an amazing business and an amazing story. I can't wait for you to meet him. Hello, Tulgat. How are you doing, my friend?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic. How are you, Quinn?
I'm doing great, man. You know, I like to interview people who inspire me, and your story seems very inspiring. But I want to, let you get into it. Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Sure, absolutely, Quinn. So, my name is Tulgat Vandandorj. I am 32 years old. Was born in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, back in July 13, 1989. Um, and I was lucky enough to move to the United States with the help of my family at the age of 12. And since then, I've been here in the US, trying to pursue the American dream, my friend. So,
Got you. All right, pretty interesting, pretty interesting. So tell the people, what do you do for a living?
Sure. So I own a customer service agency for e-commerce brands, and we started this back in July of 2020. And so we help e-commerce brands provide excellent customer service to help with their customer retention, as well as getting a net promoter score so that they can actually get customers to keep coming back and shopping with them.
Lovely, lovely. And what's the name of that service?
Yes, it is customer service. The name of our business is Chirpish.
Chirpish, Chirpish.
Yep.
Nicely, lovely. So how long have you been in this business?
We've been in business since July of 2020. So we're roughly around, yeah, about to hit our 2-year mark.
Lovely, lovely. So I always ask, business people, why did you start really?
That's awesome. That's a great question, Quinn. So, long story short, when I was 18, I was a two-time brain cancer survivor. I had cancer
Wow.
in the brain when I was 15, came back when I was 18, and then I had 2.5 years of chemotherapy, it was watered down chemo, but you still had some of the side effects. And so during that time, you spend a lot of your thinking just asking a lot of questions, right? Like you're only
Right,
15, 18 years old, you barely know what life is about, and here comes death, come knocking at your door twice, and you're wondering why you're still here. And
very much so.
I came to the conclusion that maybe I'm here for a reason. Maybe it was God, Buddha, Allah, or the universe, wants me here, and maybe that
Somebody wants you.
reason, exactly, and maybe that reason is to help other people. And that has been my life's goal um, since 18. So at first I started utilizing music and writing lyrics, hip hop, as a way to help change people, and in a positive way. And Chirpish eventually became an extension of that purpose. When the pandemic hit, me and my partner Peter, we realized that more of these retail physical stores are going to close down. They're almost forced to go online now, right? And so more and more online stores are going to go online, and when
Right,
that does happen, they're no longer going to have the receptionist at the door. They're no longer going to have the salesperson on the floor to answer customer questions, you know, address their concerns and things like that. And so we realized that, these e-commerce businesses, they're going to want to outsource their customer service to people who actually care and communicate that care to the customers.
great, great. So I'm seeing that you started, because you wanted to help people,
Yes.
and that's always a great place to start.
Thank you, sir.
Um, all right. So you said you started in the pandemic. Um, what in particular? Well, you said you realized that businesses were shutting down, right? Or couldn't handle the operations that they had before. But was there something specific during the pandemic that caused you to say, aha, this is the opportunity?
That's awesome. What a wonderful question, Quinn. Um, I would say, I would say, I think it's just an overall advice that I think I got from Grant Cardone. I think everybody knows who he is.
Yes, yes,
Um,
definitely.
and so, one of the things that he always preaches is, in an economic turn down or downturn, I'm sorry. Um, Most people, they shrink, right? They contract. They save, they protect, right? They become more conservative with their spending. And so it is an incredible opportunity, he states, that during these times your competitors are taking their foot off the gas, where you could be literally be pushing on the gas, hitting the turbo button and just like zooming forward. And I think that's what really makes for individuals or businesses stand out in the marketplace, is because individuals or businesses are willing to do what others are not willing to do. And they do that over and time again, so that like over time the gap between them and their competitors or people in their age group just widens and continues to grow.
Right, right. They often say, when the market zigs, you zag.
I like
Right,
that.
right. So do something different. Do something that will set you apart. So I like that.
Exactly.
Lovely, lovely. Okay, so let's dive a little bit deeper into your business model.
Sure.
Um, Tell the people what your operation looks like.
Yeah, that's a great question. So our operations is very, very simple. Our service, because we're a service-based business, our number one challenge as an organization is not to respond to customer inquiries, right? Our internal purpose is to generate executive talent. And so our problem for scale is really just scaling of people.
Okay,
And so the majority of my time, what I do is I focus on mainly just three things. I focus on the numbers. I focus on making sure that the culture is headed in the right direction. And then third, I focus on the people, building
nice.
and developing the people. So I have an understanding that if you go out of your way and go the extra mile and to take care of your employees, to your to take care of your people, if they're happy, Quinn, right? If they are made to feel important and cared for, and they innately feel that way, then for sure, as a natural consequence, they're going to make the customer feel important and cared for.
Definitely.
So majority of our operations is really about leadership development, and I want other entrepreneurs and businesses out there to start practicing some of the things that we have adopted that has been incredibly fruitful. And I'll just share one of them. So because we do customer service, 9 out of 10 times, people that are reaching out to you, they're not so very nice, right?
Right.
Right? They're not so very nice. So that being said, maybe a couple of months ago, we had some key players, some really talented individuals were resigning due to mental health issues,
Right.
due to pressure that they were getting from their family or work, et cetera, et cetera. So, one of the things that I do, Quinn, or practice on a daily basis to help me with my mental health is I meditate, right? I
Right.
meditate about 25 minutes a day, after I come out the gym, and that it really allows me to be calm, present, and the same things that used to bother me in the past, Quinn, they no longer have the same hold on me. So, uh, that weekend, when all of my good people were leaving, I asked myself, what do I do for mental health, right? Like, how do I go about fixing all of this? And it all came down to one answer: meditation. So I was like,
Right.
you know what? If I'm benefiting from this, if I'm actually utilizing this practice and seeing the results, why don't we incorporate it in the organization? So what we do now is we do a 10-minute meditation every morning, paid, and we meditate together. I have a quote to help, train mindset, and it's been incredible. Not only is it beneficial for me, but everyone on the team gets to get introduced to a practice of mental health and meditation. And you won't believe it, Quinn. The number of people that are resigning now.
Right. Right. So it has
Zero.
completely shifted. It has completely changed now. I like that. Um, I think you going back to the meditation you mentioned. Did your upbringing um from Mongolia have
Mm.
any influence on that, or how did growing up in Mongolia influence that side of your business?
That's a great question. So, my family, uh, we were all brought up as Buddhists,
Okay.
and uh, and to be frank with you, I'm not very religious.
Right.
I think honestly, to just say one sentence about religion is that, I feel that they all point in the same direction, my friend. Be
Okay.
kind, be courteous, right? Treat people with compassion.
Right.
Um, and meditation became one of those things that I were introduced to actually when I was about 13, 14 years old. My mom used to take me to these meditation sessions in Santa Monica, California, and that's when I was first introduced to Tibetan Buddhism and their practices, and uh, an incredible man by the name of Robert Anger that
Okay.
really, really helped us, in regards to just being consistent with our practices. So what eventually ended up happening was I eventually just branched off. I took uh, I took YouTube and just watched videos on meditation. I found the breathing meditation, and that's what I've been practicing since.
Okay. Lovely. Lovely. And I can attest to the importance. Well, I guess I don't meditate like you. Um, I grew up in a different background than you. Um, but I have experience, spending some time in studying or spending some time relaxing or with yourself or trying to understand yourself.
Hmm.
Um, it's really helpful and insightful, and it opens up your mind and it clears your vision, not just for the day, but for the week, for your life. So I agree generally what you're saying. I like
Thousand
that. I
percent.
like that. Game Changers proudly supports Kids Health Creative, a publishing house encouraging children ages 4 to 12 to live healthy lifestyles all while having good, clean fun. Get their latest book, Be Smart, at 10% off when you use promo code QUINNST at checkout. That's QUINNST at checkout. Get yours today. Hello, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the episode. This episode was made possible through a platform called Riverside FM. It's a platform that I've grown to love, and it really does justice to creators. Unlike Zoom or other platforms, it records content locally and then uploads it to the cloud, so you have a seamless video. If you are a creator and looking to get into this space, this is the platform for you. Click the link down below to get started today. Want access to all things Game Changers? Here's what to do. Visit our website at www.changers758.myshopify.com. Get access to the latest podcast. Check out our weekly chess moves. Get yourself some neat merch, and so much more. We look forward to seeing you. Log on today. So, who do you help in particular? What type of businesses do you help?
That's a great question, man. So, the people that we're helping, there are multitudes of people that we assist on a day-to-day basis. So we'll break it down, right? So number one, we help our clients.
Right,
So we help our clients. Our clients are e-commerce owners. They have either drop shipping stores, or they have long-term brands that they're trying to
right,
build. And so they have customers reaching out to them, and we help them provide excellent customer service that matches the tone of voice that they want to convey, right? The brand perception that they want to create with their customer base. And number two, we help the customers of our clients, right? So we help them, get their tracking information. If they need refunds, returns, exchanges need to be facilitated, we go ahead and try to make that as easy as possible. And then third, our internal customers, my friend. They're
right.
our employees. They are basically what allows me to be here, and to
Definitely,
have this podcast with you, my friend.
definitely. And if you're not helping those who work with you, you cannot help those who you're trying to help. So that only makes
Exactly.
sense. That only makes sense. I like that a lot. All right. So you help generally mainly e-commerce businesses, right?
Correct.
So anybody who wants to branch out into that space, you guys help. Do you guys mainly help startups, or is it, you know, people who have, really founded themselves, so large corporations, or do you do both?
That's a great question too. So, number one, because when we were new, we wanted to get every client, right? Because we
Right,
wanted to build out that foundation and create that client base. Um, and as we grow now, like we're in 2 years, we understand that we're shifting focus a little bit, going away from maybe drop shipping stores to maybe servicing a full on long term brands.
right.
And I say that to say this: when you create something for a short term gain, you don't necessarily put a lot of emphasis on the people that you're
No,
impacting, right?
it's money first.
And exactly, that's precisely
Right,
it. And so when you think about a long-term brand, they really care about how they come off. They really care about how their customers perceive them. And so our our mission statement is to be the most caring company in the history of the world. And we can't accomplish this goal, Quinn, if the company policies, right, the return policy, the exchange policy, all of these policies um, are not customer centric. Now, if the policies are customer centric and the people that are doing the customer service are customer centric, you're going to create something beautiful, my friend, that you
Definitely.
cannot buy with money.
I like that. I like that. So people first. People first. That's generally your motto.
Correct.
I love that
And
a lot.
here's the thing too, because it doesn't matter what business we're in, right? Whether we're selling products, services, whether we're in the real estate business or customer service business, we're not in these businesses. We're all in the people business because no
Yes.
matter where you look, you're dealing with people. And so, um, I think it is only logical to think that, hey,
Yes.
if I run an organization, we're going to be people centric.
Definitely. I agree with that. So I'm really hearing you speak about mindset a lot. Speak to the importance of a healthy mindset.
Where do I even start, Quinn? Um, I think everything starts with your why. Like,
Yes.
why are you doing what you're doing, right? Does it bring you fulfillment? Does it bring you meaning? Um, and, Steve Jobs is famous for saying, always, find what you love to do.
Yes.
Um, and so just with that fact, the more we understand our why, the more we paint it like almost like on an empty canvas, like literally painting what our why is, um, and figuring out exactly what they are, right? So let me give you an example. So like let's say somebody wants $1 million home, right?
Right.
Where is it located? How many bedrooms is it? How many bathrooms
Right.
is it? Right? What is the countertop material? What does the floor look like? Right? And so like the more detailed we become with our why, the longer we stay in the game, because it's easy when things are going great, when the bills are paid,
Right.
relationships are good. It's easy to be positive, right? Now it gets really, really difficult when things are not going your way, and it's extremely difficult for you to stay positive and courageous in those moments. And so, in those moments, what we need is our why to be there to remind us, like, hey, this is why we're suffering. This is
Yes.
why you're going through this pain. This is why you need to keep pushing, because I think when the goal is bigger than your own selfish needs, it becomes something magical.
I like that. I love that a lot. And I like what you said a while ago. I recently read a book called Start With Why by Simon Sinek.
Yes.
And, he really preached, you know, taking on the infinity game. So not just competition, not just back and forth, but for the long haul. And it's really centered around, why you want to do what you do. So I like that a lot. It's about outlasting our competition. It's not about, you know, going head to head with them, but outlasting them and, doing something that 10, 20, 100 years in the future, people can still say, I understand this and I understand why they started, and let me take it further. And that's how, multi million dollar companies are made. That's how tech giants like Apple's are made, like Microsoft are made, because they understood their why and they understood where they were going. So I love what you just said.
Awesome, brother. And
Yep,
I know you asked a question about mindset, and I just immediately went into why.
that's
Um,
fine. I like that.
because I think it starts with the why, and then once you figure out your why, then you can focus on the mindset.
Right.
Um, it's like the tangible skills are easily acquired, right? You can watch a YouTube video now or go to Khan Academy or Udemy and learn any skill or pick
Right.
up any capability. But really, what separates the good from the great is really the mindset. It's the
Yes.
intangible skills, right? Like persisting in the face of adversity, practicing discipline when you don't feel like doing so, right? Learning how to be patient, and it's so funny. Um, Patience is not merely the act of waiting; it's the act of staying calm while waiting.
I like
And
that.
so these are incredible characteristic
Wow.
qualities that we can continue to, throughout our lives, continue to improve. And if we improve our character and become a better person every single year, Quinn, and then we also work on our capabilities and pick up new skills and become better in that regard, dude, mix that too, man. You'll be unstoppable.
I love that. I love that. So it's the mindset mixed with the action that causes success, right?
1000%.
Definitely.
Mindset without any action is just foolishness.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Even the Bible says faith without works is dead. So I agree with what you're saying. I like that. I like that.
1000%.
All right. Um, so we're wrapping up this segment. My question to you is, how can people get in contact with you
Oh,
if
very
they just want
simple.
to meet you and
Absolutely.
start a conversation?
Sure, sure. You guys can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, on as well as Pinterest as well. Just type
Okay.
in Tulgat, and then my last name Vandandorj if you need to. But usually, if you just type in Tulgat, you'll be able to find all my stuff.
Right. It's pretty unique.
Thank you, Quinn.
Definitely. And we'll definitely leave all your links down below so people can have easy access. So once they see the video, they can get access to you as easy as possible. Definitely. All right.
1000%. Thank you so much, Quinn.
No problem. Um, so what advice would you have to a young person, somebody who's young and is just starting up a business or even wants to get into the specific space that you are in? What advice would you give that young person?
With this digital age,
Yes.
with with smartphones and the internet, the secrets to success can literally be found. They're all available out there.
Right.
And the laws of success, the steps to success, they're all available. Now, there's one thing that ties all of them together, actually makes all of them possible, and that's discipline.
Okay.
If you can learn discipline and turn it into a habit, it doesn't matter whether you're getting into business, whether you want to, pursue sports at a young age, whether whatever you put your mind to, um, it will literally come to fruition. Because
Mhm.
here's the definition of discipline by Brian Tracy. Discipline is the ability to get yourself to do what you should do when you should do it, whether you feel like it or not.
Definitely. Oh, wow. I like that.
And then I'm going to leave you guys with this quote, and this is my favorite quote from Jim Rohn. Rest in peace. He said, "Discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons."
Yes, definitely. Definitely. You know, you make the decisions now, today, so you won't regret it in the future. I love that. That's a great quote. And yes, rest in
Thank
peace to Jim Rohn. Definitely. All right. Today's chess move comes from the book The Infinite Game by Simon Sinek as well.
Mm,
Sometime before we introduce the book Start with Why, which I just spoke about. And the Infinite Game is by the same author with a similar theme. It teaches how to go further than your why. So, yes, you start with why, but the game of life and the game of business goes further than that. He teaches
mm.
how to have a healthy mindset and how your why can transform who you are and what you do. So, check out The Infinite Game by Simon Sinek.
Will do,
Definitely.
my friend. Will do.
Definitely.
I'm adding that to my list right now.
Definitely. Definitely. Okay. So, Tulgat, um, we're moving forward to a more fun side of our podcast. We like to ask you a couple of light-hearted questions so we can
Sure.
understand you, the person, as well as you, the professional. All right? Are you ready?
Sure. Let's do it.
Great, great. So the first question is, what type of music do you like to listen to?
You know, it's a great question. So, one, I think I try to listen to different types of music for different occasions. So
Okay.
if I'm in the gym, like especially in the morning time, I listen to like epic songs. Like these are like
All right.
almost like movie soundtracks of like,
Okay.
incredible movies, like really like battle driven movies.
Okay. Right. Right. Right.
And so they really prime me up in
Hmm.
that time of the day. Now, throughout the day, I listen to solo piano,
Lovely.
just
Yeah.
because like it does not have words, and I can utilize it to think, I can utilize it to relax, I can utilize it to just like be, right? I that's just, I think solo piano is just, it's so relaxing, and and
Yes.
and that peace of mind is priceless.
Lovely, lovely. So I see you are a man of many passions when it comes to music. I like that.
Try
I
to
like that
be,
a lot.
try to be.
All right, all right. My second question um is in the tech world because I know you have it in there, and we often ask these people. Well, my guess this question:
Sure.
Apple or Android, and you have to give the reason why.
Apple.
Okay.
um Apple, because they're value-based company.
Yes. Somehow I just knew you would have chosen Apple. You know, you just look like that type. You look like, as they say, a disciple of Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely, I just knew you would have chosen Apple. Okay, nice. Um, and my final question. So you at dinner with three people from history. Any three
Mm,
people. Who are you taking with you?
I'm taking Genghis Khan,
Okay,
uh Bruce Lee,
Bruce Lee.
and Kobe Bryant.
Wow. Wow. You will be in for a serious conversation. These guys are all deep thinkers, and I definitely believe that you love the conversation. So that's great.
1000%.
That's great. I love that list.
No,
You
thank you for
know,
asking that question.
I would have personally, I would definitely take Kobe regardless of where I
Oh
go.
yeah,
So I would take
yeah.
him. I would take him. I would take him. I like that. I like that. Okay, we have come to the end of what was an amazing interview. My brother, I want to thank you for coming on with me. Thank you
Thank
for
you, man.
reaching out. And I wish you all the success in your business and continue championing the cause that you are championing. You are inspiration to me, and I know for sure you'll be an inspiration to everybody who sees this.
Thank you. Thank you, Quinn. Thank you for having me on the podcast. This has been a wonderful experience.
Yes.
And your questions were absolutely incredible. They're very creative. And I appreciate your time here. And for all the viewers, you guys, if you have an e-commerce brand that need excellent customer service, you want to improve your customer retention, and also get people to keep coming back to you,
Yes.
go to www.chirpish.co and we'll take care of you.
Lovely, lovely. And we'll leave the link again down below. So click it. Remember to click it. All right. This has been Game Changers episode 12. Guys, remember to like and subscribe. This is inter, value entertainment with value. So valuetainment. Remember to like and subscribe and stay hungry. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.